today's lesson, we're going to be going through
Well, the 9th episode, the 9th lesson. Wow, one more episode before the big exam comes up, which is a lesson where nothing will be taught that day. But as you all can see, I wrote down in the dialogue here different bottle techniques. So, what do I mean by different bottle techniques? So, before I get down to my point here, I really want to mention, when you're feeding your child, right, you're going to be pretty much, what's the word I can say? You're going to have to do certain things to make sure your child's positioning of body is good, nothing bad, because you got to think. If you hold your child like this, well, I'm going to give you the doll, use the doll. Here's Legend. So let's use Legend. So I'm holding like this, right? Hold him on my lap, right? Now, if you're going to be feeding your child, you obviously know one thing for sure. You're not going to be pretty much feeding it to the point where you know, in positions you know, where you could choke. You're not going to do that. So it's not like, where this is Legend, it's not like I'm going to do this and feed it to him like that kind of thing, right? Because that will, a lot of liquid comes out of those nipples and it can make him choke if he kind of has it done too fast. But what I'm going to do is show you a good holding position to show you. Remember how I showed you in last week's episode how I did this thing called the vertical position of holding? So it's sort of like this, where you can do the rocky to sleep and stuff. Well, it's sort of the same thing, but you're holding your baby on your lap like this, right? Good position, they're comfortable, they're content. And then you can feed your baby with the bubbas, that you can call it. And, well, babies love what you call bubbas. So, and then after, you would usually feed it like that, right? But I want to show you some with the bottle, okay? I taught you many things about the bottles in the first season. So when you're going to be feeding your child, see how he's comfortable like this? So, like this, as you can see on the big bottle, right? Not everyone has this bottle. So on this bottle, there's holding positions. So what I do is, I do something like this, okay? And then I do it like that. Now, as you can see, you can do it like this, but you need to always make sure that at all times the water or the nipple comes to the surface of the bottle, where the nipple is, because that shows that it's going to be feeding them. If you are doing this and you don't see anything coming up, then you know your child's not getting fed and you know you need to fix that bottle. So let's get back to the demonstration. You're doing this, right? Now, a little suggestion, this is the first technique. This technique, I call it just feeding, regular feeding, because you're doing it regularly, you have the ball in a regular position. But what happens next usually is sometimes you should do this to try and make sure your ball is up. See how I push it up? This position I call is the waterfall position, safe waterfall. So the waterfall position mainly is showing you that with some bottles, you mainly need to have the water or the formula hit that surface of the nipple. That's the most important part. Making sure your child is getting fed and not having it all over its mouth or clothes, right? Alright, and the other way you can do it, I would say, let's think of another way. Well, there's not really any other way except 2 techniques. But if there's any more, please comment on this. Oops, sorry. Sorry about that, guys. That was a little camera misunderstood there. Sorry. But no, as I was saying, if there's any more techniques that most of you veterans out there know about, then show me anytime. Because this show is mainly about learning how to make parenting easier. And I have no problem with learning from you as well. Now, going with comment review this week. We actually didn't get any comments about how to hold a baby, but I do know one thing. A lot of people watched, and they actually pretty much told me how much they've learned about holding a baby in all those 3 positions. all I can tell all of you is I appreciate so far that many of you in these episodes have been listening and learning and developing for a baby. You know, as I'm going to tell you, this is the last episode of teaching. So, as I would say as this is the last episode before we hit the test and go on to another season, you know, I've noticed one thing in my first season of Baby Steps, doing this for almost a month now, you know, noticing that people pretty much don't understand. Some people understand and they have the drive to learn. Some people are just lazy, of course, regularly. Some people are just lazy and they don't want to learn about parenting. Well, that's your choice, guys, mainly, because it's not my job to baby you. Right? And also, you know, I learned that, you know, with just one little product, with one little thing that you may need to learn and memorize, it's good to learn that during a process. As I keep telling all of you, you don't need to learn into a parenting class by going in and registering and going to one every once a week. Yes, this is a once a week video, but there's one difference. You're not rereading this off a piece of paper and notes. You can watch this video million, zillion times as you want. All your answers are in these videos. So please, everyone, if you want to subscribe to Baby Steps, please hit the subscribe button, please. More subscribers, more people that are willing to learn how to do things with babies. If you want to follow the man on Twitter, please follow me at Austin Bullock GP. Okay, if you want to like my Facebook page, go under Baby Steps. If you want to add me as a friend, add me Austin Bullock. You know how to do it. It's not easy. It's social media. You guys know me all over the place from the social media. Okay? So please, please, please don't forget to watch. And I really hope all of you can pass the test today. Please pass the test, and please, just to give you a reminder before I let you go in this short episode, please watch all 9 videos. 9, see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 videos. Study every little thing that you know that's important. That you know what I say is important. Because in the 10th episode, the last episode for the season, will be the exam on all 9 episodes. Okay? So good luck passing this test, and good luck studying for next week's exam. Thank you, and take care. Question 1. It is important to make sure that your baby's position in feeding is comfortable. What is the answer, people? Think about what I said in the video today. Just remember, do you think it's important? I mean, just think about yourself for a minute. Do you think it's important, or do you think it's not really important, just as long as the baby gets what it wants into its stomach immune system? And people, the answer is A, true. Just think, it is true. How would you feel if you were in that baby's position? Of course you want to be comfy. Question 2. In order to see if your baby has taken its bottle, you must look at the blank in order to see the results. A, the bottle. B, the nipple. C, the formula. Or D, your child's mouth. Now think about it. You would really like to see the results, right? Now just remember that part of the video I just said right now. Just think, just think, just think. And your answer is nipple. The nipple shows if the milk is going into your baby's immune system or not. Question 3. Name one of the 2 techniques in order to know the right position your child would like to be fed in. A, all aboard. B, vertical. C, waterfall. Or D, burping. Now think about what I said once again. What position did I mention in the video? The answer is The waterfall position. Remember where you tip the bottle up while you're feeding your child. Question 4. Name the second position that your other child would prefer. A. Mommy position. B. Feeding position. Or C. Sleeping position. Or the last, D. Regular feeding position. Remember what I mentioned. The answer is D. Regular feeding position. So, a lot of these answers you're going to need to remember for next week. So please have a great day. Please study all 9 episodes. Take care of yourselves.